When was this?
This was the season before the Premier League season, the Premier League season, and then all the way up until COVID.
That's like 2015 through like 2019 or whatever.
So,
Yeah.
I missed the context.
This is my Borough season ticket, and I also thought I should put this on the stream so that it's in the VOD. Comic, do you think I would succeed if I went to Barcelona and I was hitting on women by asking to pull in their levers?
I genuinely don't know.
Look, who doesn't get all hot and bothered by invitation to commit some egregious financial fraud?
Exactly. Ladies love financial fraud. If there's one thing I've learned in this life.
If there's one thing you know. So, yeah, everybody did. Yeah, that's the Destiny pool of literally everybody rolled everybody but Ganja rolled Destiny. That's what that definitely is.
I kind of appreciate Ganja arriving late as the pilot every time. It has like a little bit of je ne sais quoi.
When we last left, you had a location. You had coordinates. You had coordinates to head to. In order to meet up with where the club was regrouping.
Yep. So if I remember correctly, we reported enough to our friend the Jedi, for which nothing bad will come from. So I guess the main question is, can we approach these coordinates without getting owned?
Well, it would definitely help if you had somebody with a knowledge of astronavigation who could
or like some kind of guy who had traveled a lot in his piloting days.
Some sort of pilot to take a look at where the coordinates are.
Well, I guess we're fucked.
Though maybe actually a knowledge underworld check would also not be remiss with these coordinates.
Okay, I will. Oh yeah, you're probably better at it. I have 1 yellow, 2 greens in Underworld.
I'm actually the same, but this is also my thing.
Alright, it is your thing. Now the question will be, will Verdant use the correct channel?
I hope so.
I will, as soon as I open my character sheet.
So, you are not a trained astronavigator, right?
Mm-hmm.
How's your knowledge of the Outer Rim?
Well, I grew up on the Outer Rim, but I don't have any points in it, because, points are hard.
Because points are hard to come by. God, don't I know it.
Scratch that. I'm actually worse than you at Knowledge Underworld. I only have, 1 green die, 1 yellow die.
Well, you can do a combined check so that we can say it's still,
sure.
It does involve
still casual doing it.
Why is the Catboy smarter than me?
The Catboy is not incapable in any way. He's actually very capable. That's why it's funny.
Yeah, that's the joy. That's the joy of the Catboy's gimmick, is that if the Catboy just decided to be competent, the Catboy could become competent.
Alrighty, so what am I rolling against?
So I'm let's see here. So it is a 4 difficulty check. I'm sorry. And it is going to be upgraded once because you do not have knowledge of of astronavigation available to you right now.
Oh.
Your pilot has locked himself in the cockpit of your ship again.
I see.
Or
And it's
disappeared, it's unclear.
the assisted check with Ito is 1 yellow, 2 green.
That is my skill, so I imagine that would be it.
Yeah.
Well,
That's the best roll.
I could second chances.
You have 2 dice that did not give you successes. And yeah, that you can second chances those one or both of those dice. Yeah, and now
Yay!
Right, this ends up as
Who needs book
3 success
learning?
and 1, or
three,
no, more than 1 threat.
3 successes and I believe
3 threat.
3 threat. Yeah. So, Kajov, I got a question for you. How do you feel about HUD
Yes.
space?
I feel like I have a lot of fine and respectable clients located in Hutspace that I don't feel like I would be eager to meet with so quickly, but you know.
Cause it took you a second, but you remember where this place is. Now that you're like
Oh, no.
now that you're like doing the math. And
Oh no.
this is a location in Hutspace called Junkfort Station.
Junkfort Station.
Junkfort Station is not technically part of Hutspace. It is technically part of the Republic, but that just means it's a place where a lot of we'll call them deals happen. It is a very, very
I see.
deals friendly system.
Oh, okay, so it's the good kind of remember instead of the bad kind of remember. Although it could also be the bad kind of remember, depending on how I left there.
Yes, that is the thing. It's all a matter of perspective, really. Unfortunately, while certainly you believe that it is a good thing, I gotta say, the fact that we're gonna say, may or may not have had to, shoot your way out the last time you were on the station. Not a good pitch machine, I'll be honest.
I see.
Although obviously the crew doesn't need to know that you had to shoot your way out the previous time.
Well, I'm not telling them that. So, yeah, I have no reason not to tell them that it's Junkyard Station. Now, if only we had a pilot to take us there.
At some point, what is his? Cobb will pilot you to the location.
Yeah, I feel like Andrew would accept him doing that while I'm not here.
Yeah, Cobb's gonna take you to the.
It would be very funny if he got very indignant that we did this.
I've seen people get mad over weird stuff.
That is true. It is possible, but I will make the executive decision that your pilot is on board the ship, and your pilot is going to take you to the location you desire.
I would also love to hear Jack's take on Hutspace.
Also,
That's fun enough.
Okay. I mean, there will be lots of places to bet on. What did we call the football in this universe again? It always
Bolo
makes me
ball.
laugh. Bolo ball.
There are
You
like
can play
12
some
different kinds of
pickup, dude.
football.
You don't need to bet. Also, I don't have enough money to bet on anything. It doesn't feel good to. I'm not a degenerate gambler. I can't imagine being that sort of person.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
It'd be crazy.
Anyway, where's the gambling hut?
But yes, so traveling to the station will be entirely is entirely within your skill set. And yeah, so the other things you know about it is that the station is, you know, technically part of Hut Space, but it exists at the intersection of several sort of major hyperlanes, including one of the biggest hyperlanes in the Outer Rim territories.
Well,
You have to merge across 8 lanes of hyperspace traffic to exit.
They call it a smart hyperspace. In reality, what a smart hyperspace means is there's no hard shoulder to hide on if your ship goes down.
It is actually referred to as the Hut Highway.
Is it like the Autobahn?
Maybe.
yeah, it's really wonderful that there are no speed limits on this space route.
It is also traditionally part of what is known as the Spice Triangle.
Oh no, that's bad. Any kind of trade triangle is bad. I've learned in my study of history. It always
it's
seems
generally
like
not
at least
something-
one end of the triangle is always something really bad.
Yeah. Though I will say the other sort of sides of this triangle are the Corellian Run and something called the Deathwind Corridor. So you might not be on the bad side.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, what a wonderful place. The Deathwind Corridor.
I appreciate that these are all things Cobb would probably actually tell us, so it works.
Yeah.
So if I'm correct, we're landing at a station we believe the club will be at.
So
Because we got the coordinates.
this you received the what you did was you received. This is where they are regrouping at. This is where,
Okay.
like, everybody is going to be landing. They might be taking over the station, like, theoretically, if they're landing everybody, but they might also just be, like, meeting up there and then going somewhere else.
Okay, that's fine. That means my really dumb plan can be enacted.
Alright.
So,
Good
here's what
lord.
I'm thinking for this one.
Lay
These
out the plan.
bozos have a very specific aesthetic. And it appears they are not easily able to identify who is friend and foe based on that. So if we all just dress up like they do and act cool, they will probably just assume we came to the meeting place and we can get the jump on them.
It's actually a pretty good idea.
I'm so glad you came up with that idea.
All of my plans are great. I've never made a bad plan.
I'm so... I've been trying to figure out how to prompt you guys to do that, but yeah, no, I'm so glad.
It's okay. I'm a genius. I
You are.
read mine. So yeah, I would like us to don the Bullet Club aesthetics, which is to say, look like a bunch of bozos.
Looking like
A
the
bunch?
like the fucking bull, like just getting the Bullet
A
Club
boat.
makeover.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's beautiful.
What's like the funniest Bullet Club group shot to use for the you're gonna get the Bullet Club makeover?
I feel like any one of the elite Bullet Clubs is the best for looking like shit.
sadly, like the one shot I see of the shots I see with the elite are all just them in the t-shirts. All right, there we go. I found the very funny picture. Here's your aesthetic.
Oh no. Oh my god.
Guy in
I
suit.
call dibs on the person in the suit.
That's Crimea's favorite wrestler.
That is Crimea's favorite wrestler.
I'm Hangman. I've got the noose. I've got the noose and no shirt on.
But yes, so the you guys can don Bullet Club disguises to head to the station.
Slim, you need to pick someone from this picture to be in this situation.
Oh, I'll just take my shirt off.
It works. It's within the aesthetic.
The easiest disguise in the universe.
Well, you also need to somehow have two-tone hair. When I do not believe you have hair.
Oh, that's very important. Oh, okay.
Or I guess you could do the Tangaloa face paint. Also, wait a minute, is Tamatonga
No, I
not
take
in
my
this
shirt off and I
picture?
wear a noose.
I believe Tamatonga is not in this picture.
Is Tamatonga taking the picture?
He may be that pair of titties on the left that's disembodied from the rest of the body.
That's
Next to
true.
Hangman.
That's true, I guess. But yeah, so you have your orders, you have your aesthetic, and you're not going to attempt to infiltrate, Junkyard Station.
How hard could it be?
Which I've attached an image of it to the stream, where I've been putting planets, the planets you guys have been going on, in a little like box under Cobb.
Mm.
And now
Well, Cobb's on the Cobb. He's the pilot.
yeah, Cobb knows where knows where you're going. But yes, so
Oh, I could put on a lucha mask. New mask dropped. Who this?
you could actually just put on a mask. You could put on one of the skull masks from the guys you captured.
Oh hell yeah, sure.
You could be
That and the suit and tie.
you could be the original Bone Soldier.
Hell yeah.
That's not a good thing.
It's probably one of the worst things you could be.
Cannot stress how bad that is.
Well, it's
but
called a bone soldier.
Captain fucking New Japan, get the fuck out of here.
Do you have viewports that are not in the cockpit where you guys are not allowed to be in right now?
I assume we have some.
Because from what you can see of the station, of Junkfort Station, it is essentially a random smattering of modules connected by like basically like airlocks and like these like pipes.
Oh, Comic, I know what this is. You've been describing it wrong. This is Space Station 13.
You know what it does? It might be Space Station 13, yeah.
Also, in terms of viewports, at the very least, we have the turrets.
That's true. That's true. You can hop up on the
The
turret.
ultimate viewport.
But yeah, so you've got a series of modules that are connected by tunnels / pipes that connect them. so the general conceit is that the station is. You ever seen Valerian, the City of a Thousand Doors? Or the City of a Thousand
No.
Planets?
No.
First off, recommend it. Add it to the list.
Really?
You gotta pay. Crimea's in total control of the list at this time.
I'm aware.
It should be so.
Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets. I enjoyed it. The idea is that the space station is modules that have essentially just been attached to each other, and then it's grown sort of exponentially from that.
That's cool.
So there are maybe like hundreds of docking bays of various sizes across the station. You know,
We're going to be very particular about the docking stations that we need to avoid during this journey, and not specify why.
Kazhov, you also know, you also know that the station might have upwards of like 10 million people living on
okay.
it. Like, this thing is huge. Or they're at least, like, you don't know, you remember that, you remember 10 million being like the big population number that was thrown out by somebody at some point. And you don't know if that was supposed to be like the station, or if that was supposed to be something like even, like if that was, like if there are like other, like there are other celestial objects in the system, like mining rigs that might have add to the people, but it's
Doesn't
big,
matter.
so it doesn't, it's big enough, it's big enough that this station could itself have 10 million people living on it.
I don't think I particularly care.
Last time you were here, it was officially controlled by a republic, a republic appointed director. But unofficially, it was run by the Hut who operates the Hut who operates it as he didn't really have a title.
Really?
He was a Hut. He was on station. He was in charge. Clearly. That's what you remember, at least.
And as we all know, my memory is very reliable.
Yeah, your brain is completely unboggled.
Your brain is
Yeah,
as
I've never been
boggled as mine
boggled.
was.
By the way, what dream did I have last night?
Gotta look up the Oblivion. I do like how I
What a
am just
great time to introduce this.
looking up the Oblivion vampire dreams.
Truly, like, an inspirational story about good taste in video games.
Nah, none of these fit. Actually, yeah, no, because it's been longer than 10 nights since you started having, the vampire dreams.
Damn, how many damn pills of melatonin am I gonna have to take?
So now they have been replaced by like a weird, you've been essentially running through a forest. You've been running through a forest and forced to do acts of acrobatics that you did not believe you were capable of doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you wake from these dreams, you got the weirdest sensation that you have spent an entire night sleepwalking incredibly intense physical activity.
Okay.
That's what's happening to you right now. Is you are having dreams of training in the woods, and you are feeling the physical effects of training in the woods when you are awake.
Can't believe I'm being, like, forced into doing exercise. This is a war crime.
That's the best reaction to.
Mm-hmm.
So my dreams are making things real. Man, it's a shame that I'm being forced to exercise by hallucinations. But yes, so Cobb will be able to get you guys landed if you got an idea for anywhere in particular. You'll need to make sort of the motions now as you are approaching, because otherwise you're just gonna get shunted to a semi-random module.
I have already expressed my opinion on which specific ones we should land at.
Oh, I thought you'd only. I thought I thought you had said which ones to avoid. But if you're directing.
Yeah. No, that's basically what I meant.
All right. Because like there is a difference in my end of saying, all right, so we should avoid these ones and we should go to these ones. But yeah, if you're saying we should go to something over here, then yeah, that should be easily doable. There's unless you have something very specific in mind, like you're just gonna be shunted through a complicated air traffic control system where, actually no, the air traffic control is probably pretty boring, all things considered. It's not. They're not pushing things in wild directions, at least not yet. You also notice a great deal of traffic. Obviously, this is an active shadow port as part of Hut Space's we're gonna call it normal. Hut Space's normal operations. As well as it being, an incredibly dense intersection of hyperlanes. So you'll be able to land at a publicly available landing or docking bay. This is a station. There would be docking bays.
Is there a rent? Or do I have to pay a toll meter?
Yes, there will be. You will of course have to pay, a docking fee.
Okay, I'm going to do the trick where you tie a quarter. You tie a string to a quarter and try to pull it back in.
But you're gonna do that with digital currency?
How hard could it be?
I feel like it's extremely hard.
You have the credit stick you used back. However, when it passed over the sensor, it did drain the amount from the account.
Fuck.
This trick works better in actual Hut Space proper, huts use physical currency rather than digital currency.
I guess they upgraded the security last time I was here.
Well, you could pay you mostly you do not have access to any of the hut currency currently. As the Bounty Hunting Guild pays you in Republic credits.
Nothing bad will ever come of that. Cool. So we're docking right now.
Yes, you are docked and your fees have been paid.
Alright, despite Verdon's best efforts. Okay. Honestly, I think we're just gonna head on and just look for the other Bullet Club Bullswords. I feel like they're the easiest group of people to find because they're all very annoying.
Alright, so upon exiting out onto the station, upon exiting out onto the station proper, give me a test for, I guess, streetwise for the lay of the land. You are correct.
Ooh.
It's going to be incredibly easy to notice where the Bullet Club, where the Bullet Club's hanging out. But this is just to get the general vibes of the station. 2 difficulty.
Streetwise cunning?
Streetwise
Yeah, I've
would
got
be
3
chaotic
cunning if someone wants to do a combined check.
Oh no, I'm more like everybody.
I've also got 3 cunning.
Everybody throw dice at this, and I'll say.
I see.
I'll give each of you your impressions through the lens of your character.
So I did not have Streetwise because I'm based.
So it's
Do I
just
just
your
roll my
just off
cunning
your
on that
cunning.
case?
Yeah, it's just your cunning.
Yeah.
Why is there difficulty?
Because I said it was 2 difficulty.
Oh, my bad.
We'll have to just like incrementing amount of threat going down.
Yeah, that's good.
0, 1, 2, 4.
Alright, so we'll start with Kazhov, since Kazhov rolled the least amount of threat, which is to say none. Kazhov. This station has been hostily taken over.
Oh.
Which, does not seem like a good thing. There are armed... You're all gonna notice this, because you did all succeed. There are armed folks dressed similar to how you are. Which is to say, dressed in various Bullet Club paraphernalia. They are going around, they are doing some sort of, like, weird hand sign with sort of the, making, like, what kind of looks like a wolf with the hands, and then tapping them, the noses together.
Are they doing the noise?
Yes, actually, yeah, they would. They would be doing the noise. They would as well. No, they're doing the elite bit where when somebody throws it up, they'll just say, "For the love of God, somebody too sweet me."
Okay, well, if anyone approaches, I'm doing the hand sign of them.
It is very much like any of the most annoying wrestling events or non-wrestling events you've been to where wrestling fans are.
I've been too sweet in a nightclub once. Pretty cool. And yes, I was wearing the shirt.
Well, yeah, that makes complete sense.
It should be noted that is the same shirt I broke my leg in. A lot of lore with that shirt.
That shirt has got some deep lore, actually. Whoa.
But yeah, I will too sweet anyone who approaches. I am maintaining kayfabe the whole time, and I hope everyone behind me is doing the same. As I am going to look for where the obvious VIP room is, because I'm sure there is a hierarchy here that is being observed.
Yeah, so most of the people around, most of the people on the station and around are the sort of the usual suspects in terms of your
Hey, Catboy. What's
I'm not
kayfabe?
on them. Kayfabe is maintaining character to trick people.
I just true that is
Oh.
what it is.
I thought that was just like, normal.
No, you are a deeply unnormal individual.
What about me is not normal? Name
I'd be
one
shorter to
thing.
list the things that are.
Is that a short
You're
joke?
short, I say, as my species is average 4'7".
Mhm.
But yes, so you all do successfully notice, you successfully notice that the club appears to have taken over the station by landing in force and, being desperate pirates.
Pretty impressive for them to take over a station with 10 million people on it.
That is a very, hello, yes, welcome to where your one threat comes from, because that is a little unnerving given what your goals are. Yeah, so, and then that leads into the next point that is noticed by somebody, which is to say, this station was under the protection of the Huts, and if this pirate group rolled in, the Huts are probably gonna be wanting the station back.
Any minute now, and I'm pretty sure if they get to them first, we won't have a body to present.
Yeah.
Oh no! What are the Huts gonna do to the social club?
Also, Slim, the realization that you have is that if the Huts attack while you are impersonating the Bullet Club, you're probably not going to be able to get away with it.
I asked Ganja to keep his sensors on high, and then he doesn't respond.
He has once again locked himself in the cockpit.
There's a lot of smoke coming from the cockpit, and no one knows why.
Well, no, there's a hatch at the top of the cockpit that's open. It's just billowing smoke, like they're trying to decide the new pope.
I like that metaphor.
Okay, so the Huts are approaching. And our problem is the Huts are going to own the club easily because they're the Huts.
Yeah, the Huts are regardless. There's going to likely be some sort of active confrontation between the two separate criminal elements, and these pirates are pretty well equipped.
The Huts are like a millennia-long running criminal cartel, though. So
yeah, the Huts are almost certainly going to be providing something a bit more dangerous than what these guys have got, but they would be the ones defending from the attack. If Jenna Varson wants to give us a tactical analysis, we can go through it.
I'll give it a shot. What's the difficulty?
Difficulty be 3. Yeah, 3. You don't have that much information on all of the sides involved, but you've got a good idea.
Nothing doing.
So, here's the line of thinking here's a lot of thinking you've got. The Huts. The Huts are gonna be looking for somebody. The Huts are gonna be looking for mercenaries. For mercenaries behind this, because the Huts don't maintain a standing army. So like the Huts would be getting mercenaries behind this. And you know for a fact that there is something of a glut of, there is a sort of a market, the market forces currently at work, mean that it is a buyer's market for military personnel. So, if the Huts are hiring mercenaries for this, the Huts are probably going to be able to easily afford, even assuming the Huts don't want to, even assuming the Huts aren't going to, like, commit the full weight of their organization to this, though they honestly still might, the Huts are going to be able to afford a lot of mercenaries at the current rates. So it might behoove everyone to get done with your business quickly.
I see.
Okay, and we have an idea where the VIPs are again.
Yeah.
Can I pull up my big collection of wanted posters and like match their faces to it?
Well, so the niggling detail about this bounty specifically is that, really they're looking for, capturing these bounties to access, to get information about the Bullet Club as an organization.
Oh, okay.
So the leadership is not super well known, but in this sort of in this social situation, the people who are going to be good for you to capture, those are going to be the people who are in positions of power and authority. Which means looking for wherever wherever the station director is.
The new station director or the former one?
Well, that's a good question, because if the station is technically attached to the Republic, the station director shouldn't have changed hands unless the pirates chose to, kill the former station director.
They might have.
I mean, he was a Hut, right? So I mean,
No, the station director was not a Hut. The station director was
Okay.
unknown, but the station director was appointed by the Republic, because the station was conquered from Zim the Despot. The station was conquered from the station was conquered from the Sith at some point. But it's close enough to Hut space, and it's also, it's at an important sort of strategic point, in terms of trade, that the station was subsumed by the Huts.
Rolled up into the Huts, rolls.
Yeah.
Consumed by him.
Yeah, like officially Hut space is officially the station is no longer in Hut space. It hasn't been for like less than a decade, but it is still in the Hut's sphere of influence within the shadow of the Huts. I'm trying to remember the actual Nietzsche line that I wanted to reference. about how was it when the Buddha died, his shadow was cast long after him. I don't remember.
Well, I think we should probably find out where the station director is. Normally.
Okay, I've been convinced. Let's find the station director.
Yeah, so, you can ask some of these people you're too sweeting, you can attempt to just sort of, like, Kazhov knows where, like, the administrative / office module would be.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, if Kazhov knows, then we will just go to the location Kazhov knows of.
Yeah, so as you head sort of through what are called on station as airlink tunnels. As you travel through the airlink tunnels and get closer towards the module with the module that's sort of at the center of the station, you get less of a like random fuckers in Bullet Club t-shirts with like guns wandering around, and more like organized Bullet Club goons. And interspersed with them are leading like groups of organized Bullet Club goons are folk who are wearing sort of Onderonian military dress.
Not again.
It's okay, I have a solution to anyone from Onderon now. I've learned. Alright, so we've definitely gotten to a location filled with capos.
Yeah, you've got to a location filled with, you've gone from random thugs who are affiliated, to now, like, the actual meat and potatoes mafia soldiers.
Well, that's concerning.
And we're still traveling through the hallways, as you called them.
Yeah, so the way it is that, like, each module is connected to another module, but not necessarily connected to the modules are not all connected to each other, so you're basically having to go from, a module that's got, like, a ship chop shop in it, and then you go into another module that's, like, a fucking, like, a module that's got, like, a bunch of residential, like, pods. Then you go through a tunnel, and then you end up in a module that's got, like, a bunch of Starship part, like, restructuring stuff. Like, it's essentially like you go through a module that's got, like, a central spire with, like, a bunch, like a central street with a bunch of, like, businesses and, popping off on either side of it. And then when you get to the end, you go, and there's, like, tubes that take you to one module or to another one. And you've been sort of slowly going from module to module towards the center of this, like, this mess.
I'm guessing our disguises are working perfectly at this point. No one has questioned our presence.
Oh no, especially with Navarre hitting the 2-suite every time somebody calls for it, and in fact calling for it occasionally himself. This is No one's.
Where did you learn how to do that?
I'd watch what they did and then I did it.
I do like how it is it is an incredibly straightforward. It is an incredibly straightforward gesture.
I would dare say it's almost universal. It's like it came from an entertainment live show program or something, in which the crowd parted.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, it was NWO or WCW, so I guess yeah, the intention was for the crowd to partake it still. Cuz it was the Scott Hall, Kevin Nash. We're actually baby faces cuz Hogan isn't here.
Yeah.
Mhm. So, The Office.
Yes. So this has got your largest sort of contingent, and then the area you kind of associated with the sort of like the Hut throne room was originally, it appeared to be some sort of like big like meeting room. And now it has become a meeting room once again, as now there is sort of, in place of where the Hut was operating, was doing Hut things, the club has taken over and turned it into like almost like a big, how do I describe it? Because, like, I mean, it's a meeting room set up and around where, in the middle is, in the middle, there is space for somebody to, like, present things or stand or, like, address the room, and then sort of there are layers of, like... There are then layers of sort of, what's that seating called where it's staggered and also vertical?
Terraced?
That might be it. That might be. That's probably right. That's probably what I'm... Yeah, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then that is, that is sort of that's the layout of the room. And then in it, there's not like active, like, debate or whatever happening now. There is just, there's just guys. There's just like guys milling about in like the ground level layer.
Are any of these guys the target?
That shall I run back to when I explained that, like, your target is defined as the unknown leader of pirate gang?
I see. I'm stupid.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
In terms of plans here, I'm thinking it'll probably be pretty difficult to get a shot at the head honcho right now, but maybe we could take advantage of this incoming Hut counterattack, which should cause a little bit of chaos and disorientation.
That's true. And then we would probably, because, like, whoever everyone listens to is probably going to be the leader, or the leader will be escaping somewhere. And that will be a good time to strike.
Yeah, but how are we gonna get around the huts? Because,
Oh,
like, as established, the huts are also going to want to kill us if we look like Bullet Club members.
it's very
So
simple. I have a lightsaber.
also,
I see.
there's Plan B, which is running away. In fact, that might be Plan
Mhm.
A for us. But
No, it's very simple. We just get the leader, and then we run away. And then, as we're running away, we tell the huts that they're not allowed to shoot us because of bounty hunters
you
operating in
I'm
Republic
pretty
affairs.
sure
you start waving.
the huts will not believe this, but okay.
You start waving your diplomatic immunity.
Yeah,
I'm sure this criminal syndicate respects the international laws of the galaxy.
it might
They
work.
hire bounty hunters all the time.
Yeah,
like,
That's what huts do.
if becoming an anathema to the bounty hunters guild for the huts is like pretty bad for their business model of hiring
Yeah.
bounty hunters to deal with all their problems.
yeah. Like,
Hmm.
honestly, if you wanted to go check, you might be able to.
Yeah, let me open up the bounty hunter console on my communicator to see if there's any bounty from the huts right now.
But yeah, so you actually do have there is a, it's not quite a bounty, but it is the Huts contacting the Bounty Hunters Guild to be like, look, we're contacted this, whoever contacted this clearly was in a hurry, because it is specifically, like, it is prefaced with a very specific, no time to, like, pretend to, like, make this make sense. No time to, like, pretend to make this make sense, but, we need people who are currently on station and are willing to, we need people who are currently on station and are willing to, do some fifth column work. A pirate group has infested one of our stations. Has infested Junkfort station. We are going to pay we'll pay you standard rates to get a little fifth column on board. We have a main ship. We have solved the main manpower issue, and now we are looking to get some people who are willing to cover letting our ships approach, letting the ship we've hired, letting the group we've hired approach.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'd like to contact this bounty post.
I mean,
I'd like to take a little clipping and
so basically, there is a ship with there's a ship registration, and your job is to get the space traffic control to let that ship approach without ringing any alarm bells.
okay. So it would have been a great time to have co-op. It's very funny that this is the session he's not here for. This the all space session. But okay, we can do that. Would we have an idea of where ATC in the station will be?
I mean, you're in the administrative module. There's a ladder that says it's going up to the air There's a ladder with like a series of decks, and one of those decks is system traffic control.
Okay, I'm considering.
we want to do this by stealth or deception.
Probably deception. I always like a lot of deception. It just seems to
So
work.
we, like, convince them that there are, more pirate reinforcements coming in, and they need to flag these as non-hostile so that, they're not confused for an oncoming hut response.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Um,
Is just say that this upcoming ship is actually friendlies just took it, and they're on their way right now.
So yeah, and you've got very specifically the you've got the full the ship registration, the ship's drive profile. You've got
Okay, in that case, I'm down to just head in. Actually, I'm down to send Kajov into the ATC room to tell them
I see.
very specifically that we just captured a new ship that's coming in, and these are its details, and so to let it on through. And we will be waiting by the ladder just in case.
hmm
Do any of you do any of you know anything about ship profiles?
I feel like maybe Jack.
Probably the basics. What do you mean by ship? Like how big a ship is? I'm gonna know that.
Yeah. How big a ship is based on the information that was provided to you, which is to say the drive profile and the and sort of the
Yeah, sure, I know that.
because the ship seems real big.
Oh, what's a Star Wars thing? Guys, I think there's like a moon coming in. There you go.
Like the ship seems real big based on its drive profile.
I mean, what else can I say?
Yeah, that's sort of that's what you know. Not like looking at looking at anything any more detailed.
Okay.
Um,
Interesting.
but that's just information that you would know, as, and I'm saying this in advance of your plan to say we got a captured ship coming in, just to like.
Oh, I see.
Just to lay out if that's the story you want to, if that's fully acceptable as a story you want to go with.
I see now. What ideas I have? What kind of pirate would have? Tell them there's a super tanker coming in. There's a super tanker filled with Bethian gas.
Specifically Bethian.
Yeah, I
You
forget
sure
what it's
about
called.
Bethian?
I forget what it's called on fucking Cloud City, but
Tabana.
Tapana gas. That's a dumb name. Whatever. Tell them the super tanker's coming in. There's a real big ship coming in.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Nobody shoot. Nobody shoot. This thing will go off like a bomb.
Yeah, it is 100% like super tanker sized.
Perfect. Anyway, I'm gonna go up the ladder now. Hey, boys. How many people are in this control room anyway?
So there is one guy in Bullet Club gear. There is one guy in Bullet Club gear. He is what Star Wars alien would Juice Robinson be?
He would be the lady with the two lightsaber species. You know, with the dreads, the dreads that are flesh.
The very descriptive
Oh.
species of two lightsaber haver.
He knows what I'm talking about. That's the worst part.
Wait. The lady with the two lightsabers with the dreads.
Yeah, with the dreads, but the dreads are part of her body, not her hair.
Like well,
The
the
Twilight?
dreads are like weird flesh pods.
Yes.
All right, yes, it's the Lothian. Yeah, and you are also correct. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a Thalothian, who seems to be overseeing the entire operation. seems to be overseeing the operation of the thing. He throws up the too sweet. He goes to too sweet. Yeah.
I respond in the appropriate. Definitely been.
You alright, Verdon?
Yes.
You were cutting out.
You were cutting out.
Oh, as I have been definitely paying attention to what Navarre has been doing the entire time.
Alright,
I can respond, I think.
Yeah, so the Thalothian throws it up. Bang.
Got something special coming up.
Alright,
Couple
well.
of boys captured what the fuck do you call the gas again?
Tabana.
Yeah, Tabana.
Tabana gas? Tabana gas. Okay.
Alright, that's.
Yeah. Only thing. You'll need to wave him in, and
Well, yeah, no, obviously.
I also need.
If you guys caught it, there's nothing doing for it. Somebody gave you the.
Also, they might need to pay for the toll, so can you pass me a little bit of a toll fee? I'll pay that. Hanger.
All right, I'm gonna need a charm.
I'm looking at my lightsaber right now. I'm pondering.
Fuck, I haven't trained charm. What's charm?
Let's see. Would you like to do deception? Would you like it to be lying instead? Would you like it to be deception instead?
Deception would, yeah.
Then yeah, it can be deception. That'll be slightly. Juice is gonna be slightly more difficult to deceive in this context, but just being like, yeah, I'll spot you, was the roll.
What was the command to flip a destiny point again?
So Destiny L flips the light side point to a dark side.
Yep.
So it's gonna be against 1 red, 2 purple. Actually, you know what? All right. This is fine. So he's gonna say, he's gonna look off and go, well, fuck no, yeah. If it's a super tanker, we're probably gonna have to use one of the Republic ones, which nobody ever got around to cracking any of those yet. So he pulls out a credit stick. He goes, now, this means I want to be dealt in. I want 5% of your guys' take once we've turned that into something real.
Oh yeah, that'll be no problem.
All right. So he hands you a credit stick.
I stuck it in my back pocket.
Yeah. And then you also, of course, you got the ship. You had all the relevant ship details.
And I'm going to leave and not mention my lie.
Yeah. So you've got a ship on the way in. There is a ship on the way in. Jenna.
Mm-hmm.
There is something vaguely familiar about the ship's like ID. And,
Is it like an old Trade Federation ID?
I don't know how old I'd say the Trade Federation ID is, but it does resemble a Trade Federation ID. Not one that you've seen personally, but it does. It fits it definitely fits the pattern when you're thinking about it.
So why would the Trade Federation be out helping Huts? Well, money, but, I'm surprised that this alliance came up.
Yeah, I wonder what reason that the Huts would possibly have, or the Trade Alliance would possibly have to seek allies at this time.
Maybe they just want to secure their space.
Probably.
I mean, Newt Gunray did just get
What Newt Gunray trial are we
arrested.
on right now?
He is still currently being detained. He's not yet escaped it yet.
there were several new Gunray trials. How many have there been at this point in the game?
He has he has yet to fully shake off the invasion of Naboo, which was like at this point like months ago.
Mhm.
So wherever that is on his political career.
Yeah. I'm sure that Newt Gunray will face consequences for his illegal actions in the Naboo.
It's such a fucking
The
incredibly
legal system works.
Allegedly illegal actions.
Allegedly.
No man, that motherfucker did it. That's I don't know whose take that is, but that is the take I'm expressing. No, the motherfucker did it. Straight up. But yes, so yeah, you have reason to believe that a Trade Federation ship is on its way to attack the base. It will get in through the due to your actions, which is going to, of course, earn you a bit of second pay. The ship will be able to breach the defenses of the station to allow it to land which will allow it to send its army to go fight the Hutts. Or sorry, fight on behalf of the Hutts.
Mm.
And in the meantime, yeah, you guys can just wait. You've identified a,
Hey, by the way, how many credits are in this deck?
Oh, there's like 1,000.
Hell yeah. Slotting that into my bank account. Yeah.
And then yeah, so, however your continuing plans are to set up to capture leadership?
Yeah, I think we're gonna go back to our plan now that we know that the Hutts will probably not worry about us, on account of, we opened the door for them.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're good to wait for the attack to start, and then we'll just grab whoever looks important. And someone will probably shout Jedi.
Probably set up near the command center.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you actually are gonna be given. I'm gonna flip. I'm gonna flip with your consent. I'd like to flip a light side token to give you guys a bit of an advantage.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So as all of the setup is happening, there is a meeting. As the Thalothian comes down to go into the big antechamber with the big antechamber with the terraced seating. He is joined by various other aliens and etc. in Bullet Club gear, and they seem to be centered around several factions. There is a human of, I'm going to say, indeterminate age. Which is to say, there is, has Prince Devitt aged?
No.
Yeah, so yeah, it's you've got your Prince Devitt. What alien species would be AJ Styles? And since I'm just gonna lay out the cards on the table. It is all of the Bullet Club leaders. Each are in charge of various.
This is a question I'll have to pose to the others. What Star Wars race would you say a very short Floridian man would be?
Very short, very Floridian.
Ewok.
Yep.
An Ugnaught,
It-
maybe?
AJ Styles is an Ewok.
AJ Styles, Ewok, yeah. Cash and checks, breaking necks.
Prince Devitt, he is Irish. It's very important. Like, whatever the most Irish Star Wars race is.
Prince Evan is just a human.
Most Irish. What about what about Wookiees?
What does he mean by this? I'm pinging Oblet. I'm getting him in here.
you get Noblet in here for this?
I already
Yeah.
pinged Oblet.
Irish discourse.
So we will also need Carl Anderson. The
We
Machine
killed
Gun.
him, didn't I
Oh,
feel
yeah,
like
we did
we
kill him, never mind.
owned him.
Yeah,
He's actually
fucking-
he's hanging from a hook in
Yeah,
our
he's
ship right
hanging
now.
from the hook. Never mind. The Machine Gun Carl Anderson's hanging from a hook. We need Kenny Omega.
He's the blue people, the chiss. He's absolutely
Oh
a
my
chiss.
god, Kenny Omega's 100% a chiss.
It's
A chess
that-
or a human who really wants to be a chess?
No, he's a chiss. And then not appearing here because he got kicked out to become babyface Tamatonga, along with Tangaloa and babyface Jado. And then there is Jay White, who is of course, is Jay White actually a Kaminoan, or is Jay White from,
Yes, Jay White is a Camino. We have spent so much time establishing that New Zealand is Camino, we cannot get away from it.
Yeah, that's true.
No,
Alright.
the only question is whether he's from Mandalore or Camino.
Well, no, not even Mandalore. Specifically, but Jay White is actually he is not a he's not. I don't think I don't know if he's. I don't think he's Maori.
He's not Maori,
Yeah, I don't.
so he's not from Outlaw.
Yeah, so he's not. So he cannot be from Conquered Dawn, the planet that Jango Fett's from.
Mm-hmm.
So he is literally a Kaminoan then, yes.
Yes.
And then this raises the second question. What species is Gato?
Describe Gato.
Gato is whatever that very anti-Semitic species was.
Toydarian.
He is a little goblin, man.
Gato's a Toydarian who is just direct...
And that means Jado is also a Toydarian.
Yes, Jado is a Toydarian, but remember, Jado, Tamatonga, and Tangaloa all got kicked out of Bullet Club before this.
That's true.
And then, of course, obviously, Evil. Evil is the last one.
Evil, what is the coolest Star Wars race I don't know about?
Siru?
Oh my fucking...
How do you spell that?
SSIRUU.
RUU. The Sirook.
Oh yeah, that is definitely evil.
Yeah.
But he's like purple.
Yeah.
Well, good news. The Siru have a intensive hierarchy
They have
based on
they have
skin
They
color.
have a skin color caste system.
Is purple good or bad?
I
Purple
don't
is
think
the
purple's
top.
in it.
Purple is a blue.
Okay, yeah, blue is the best in
Okay. Well, that makes
Star
sense.
Wars canon.
So yes, so I So these are the various poles upon which the Bullet Club orbit. These are the.
I like to also, I can't metagame to know who the leader is because like all of these have been the leader of Bullet Club at some point.
Yeah, that was welcome to my solution. Oh, and obviously we should probably find one for Kenta just because you and I respect Kenta too much.
He's also a Chiss.
Oh, he would also be a Chiss, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Chiss was Kenny Omega, of course.
I'm terrified that you are gonna post like 8 images in chat, and it's all the Bullet Club members as the SPCs.
No, I could not. You'll note that I'm legitimately doing this right now, so I do not have the time to make these image edits.
I worry I will wake up tomorrow and you will have made them.
that
It's a holiday here.
That is a genuine worry. I also don't do like actual. I don't know. I have been told that I will only rarely be called in to do things on Mondays, regardless.
It's a bank holiday for me. It's also Labor Day for you, so.
Yeah.
Ewok. Who's the Ewok?
It's also
Ewok
Burrow Day.
The Ewok was it
AJ
was definitely
Styles.
derogatory, yeah.
It was AJ Styles.
Alright, so sorry, we were getting called into a meeting with them?
They are holding a meeting where they are just debating a bunch of stuff. And there are, as I said, several factions at play. And then Prince Devitt was a Prince Devitt is Irish, I believe is just the.
Yes, human bracket Irish bracket.
I see.
But yes, so, the topic of their discussion, is, the attack that caused them to, have to abandon, the fortress on Onderon they were using.
Real shame about that.
Yeah. And they're basically just trying to figure out, like, they're trying to figure out what they should be doing now.
I have a really stupid idea. So, I'm just warning you all now. If you have stuff you want to get done, get it done. And comic, feel free to finish generation.
Alright, yeah, so...
I asked someone if they ever heard of a Wookiee named, what's his name?
you
Blear.
want to ask, like, the assembled group, like, has anyone here...
No. How about, like, a random guard standing around?
Alright, yeah, no, you guys have time. Once the ship enters into the system, you will be, you'll be notified, through, like, 3 different means. Which is to say the ship will be contacting you, asking where to land.
I'm gonna try and find a guy who's been on Onderon.
Alright, so you're gonna talk to one of the Onderon guys.
Yeah, Onderon crew.
And he has some war stories, actually, when you bring up, Blear.
Okay.
Specifically, the battle on Duxon was more there was more than one battle on Duxon. Because there was some sort of outpost that the Rimwatch forces were picking over to, like, potentially set up shop there. But they were sort of constantly making contact with Onderon proper, heading into Izes, and a lot of stories sort of filtered out. And then there were several Wookiees. Blear was simply one of them. But following the last battle the last sort of the skirmishes they had over and around Duxon between them and a group of Trandoshan, Blear was believed to be dead by the forces who landed on Onderon and mourned. They landed on Onderon and mourned the death of their comrade.
So who were these guys on the side of?
These were just guys interested in people
In
fighting
lore?
wars.
Oh, okay, and just lore. Okay.
Yeah. So
I say, alright.
Big fan.
Let
Long-time
me
listener.
think. Let me think. I guess he just knows war stories. Yeah, that's fine. I'll settle this with some Trandoshans if I ever find some.
Yeah.
God damn it. So Kami, did you say we are directing the big ship to where they should be going?
I have to ask, is the person recounting this story a Trandoshan themselves? And
No.
the Slim
No,
just
no, no,
says,
he's
I'll
not
settle
a-
this with Trandoshan.
He's an Onderonian. So human or near human.
Okay. I'm gonna delegate because I'm a great leader, and I'm gonna say, Kazhov, you focus on getting the ship into position. Which I assume is they want to be at this room, right?
What do you mean?
Well, where do they need to be directed the ship? Do they not want to be to the administrative central neural network?
I guess they would. So the way that the hut described this, and you can pretty much tell that this was the hut directly saying this rather than dictating this to a major domo.
Mm-hmm.
The hut just wants all of them to be driven from the station, which means whoever's coming in is going to be fighting until they are all leaving the station. So attacking them in the central administration point, that's good. That's a good start, I guess.
Yeah. So I would like to contact the hut. I would like him to because I imagine this is a big glass room, with lots of windows.
Not really. It's sort
How
of
deep
like
in the station is this? The overseer's office.
It's the overseer's office is sort of like the central module. Again, each module is sort of individually floating in space and then connected to other modules via
okay.
tubes.
Okay. So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna attempt to contact the hut or the hut's men, and what I'm gonna say is, within my jurisdiction as a bounty hunter, I'm going to arrest all of the leaders of these goons, and all they have to do is instruct their troops to come to this central administrative building and support my efforts, and the pirates will be gone very quickly with little blood spilled.
Yeah.
Down.
Listen, as always, all of my plans are good.
So you will be able to communicate with the ship as it arrives. The ship is would they still have? Oh, yes, of course they would. The Trade Federation is literally not allowed to learn.
legally banned from learning.
So there is a Nemoidian, who is in charge of the operation. And the Nemoidian is gonna defer to your tactical advice. You're the boots on the ground. The Nemoidian has access to around, we'll say, like, pretty good military might.
Okay. Not overwhelming though.
I mean, probably overwhelming. It is you would know better what, it might not be overwhelming, but that just might be the result of, that might just be the captain is unwilling to say overwhelming firepower, very simply because, the last time they said they had overwhelming firepower, their ship got blown up by a single starfighter.
Oh, it happens all
Piloted
the
by a
time,
child?
yeah. It's a classic situation.
We don't talk about that last part at all.
Okay, so I will
Say
inform them in
piloted by
my
and just the call cuts off. My comm link is just severed from the call.
as soon as the troops have landed into the station, and they're making their way for the hoist, to let me know, and I will begin my gambit, and we will deal with the situation.
All right. Yeah. So. Yeah. No. This is a good idea. Hopefully at the end of this, we all get paid, and Chunva doesn't want to kill us.
That's all you can ask for,
Always
really.
preferable.
All right. Well, we are approaching, and we are awaiting your signal.
Actually, I'm awaiting their signal, technically. Can't I?
Oh, let's see. Sorry. Yeah, we are approaching, and we will give you the signal when we are in position. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I got that in the backwards. Sorry.
The other one is much more common.
Yeah, no, yeah, well, we will let you know when we're in we'll let you know when we're in.
In that case, I am just chilling and watching the meeting, pretending like I'm not about to do something insane.
By the way, you do plan on paying for parking, right?
I'm cutting off any attempts for Verdant to do this scam to the Nemodians.
What on earth are you even talking about? The parking?
Because there's a toll to enter the station that Verdant has gone insane about.
I already got 1,000 credits off of it.
Verdant was
Pirates
going
own
to
the
try and
station. They're going to
scam
war. You don't go to war and pay the
Huts.
parking.
Yeah.
It's okay. Sometimes
That
when
they
you go
bought
to war,
it.
you pay the parking. I'm sure that paying the parking has worked out for some car bombs.
Listen, we're a little bit above car bombs right now.
Yeah, this is a little bit more complicated than car bombs, but
There's gonna be 700 robots storming the stations.
okay, let me give you actual numbers. There's gonna be about 300,000 robots storming the station.
Holy shit.
Oh, cool. What is? It's the Battle of Naboo, right?
Karmic, do I know that number?
No, but you know who would know that number?
Some of us might have familiarity with the Trade Federation security practices.
The practices
Okay, well that's
and
good.
tactics.
During my speech, I will ask Jenna how many robots will be entering the station.
A
When
ship
I
of that
decide to give you-
size, a few 100,000, give or take.
You can also now sort of tell as it's approaching, because there are viewports. It is not completely glass. But there are viewports. You can tell that it is a Lucre Hulk.
Hmm.
Yes, and which does mean, Jenniferson, the complement that would be in one of the combat Lucre Hulks. I can send it to you personally if you would like to edit that for, edit
Sure.
that.
Alright, so, they'd have access to several 100,000 battle droids, and then, of course, there's also the armored aspect of it. A few thousand tanks, troop carriers, thousands of starfighters, yeah, bunch of troop transports.
Hey, why does the Trade Federation have a small army attached to like a single one of its ships?
Well,
Because of all
sometimes
these
you
guys
just need
in
to
this
invade
room.
somewhere, aggressive negotiations.
That too, and
I believe
pirates.
Yeah, this seems
the official
very stable.
legal explanation is that they need this because their ships are constantly preyed upon by pirates.
Oh, like today.
This, here they are engaging
Mhm.
pirates.
Yeah, this is all.
Yeah, the Republic loves this. They're like, yeah, it's cool.
This
we don't
is-
even have to have policing.
This is
The Republic sees
system,
no problems with this.
This is the system working.
I mean, there are some anti-patriotic senators who have expressed doubts lately, but,
Have there? I guess technically one was elected chancellor.
What are you gonna do?
But also,
okay, have I gotten the
try-
signal yet? Are we at the fireworks factory?
Let me.
What a show comic's never
Let's
seen.
see. If you'll allow me to make one joke, we will immediately head into that reference everyone in the wrestling forum makes that I get annoyed by. So yeah, there is one the senator didn't just get elected chancellor, but also getting an actual political position out of Sheev Palpatine is like pulling fucking teeth. Sheev Palpatine is, of course, a sieve that just, that all political opinions fall through. Which doesn't seem like a good thing to have your chancellor
Just the
be.
Macron. It's like the Macron political compass meme.
But yes, so the signal arrives. The ship is in position, which you can also see. The Lucrehulk is sort of slowly traveling under the administrative module towards one of like the big ship docks.
All right, so we've gotten to the fireworks factory. I'm so excited. So you said this meeting area, they've been having a discussion about like what to do and everything. I imagine there's a speaking area.
Yes, so there's a speaking area at the center in the bottom, and then sort of everybody is able to sit and look down at the person speaking.
Okay, is anyone speaking right now?
So there's nobody speaking in the area because sort of the areas with one of the Bullet Club leaders. So like the section with the Elite, the section with Jay White, the House of Torture, they're all still up and they are sort of catcalling from like their position at the top back. But there is sort of at the entrance a tired and haggard looking Onderonian, who occasionally is addressed as Lord something or other. I don't know if you care enough for me to generate a name for this guy.
You don't have to give him. You don't have to give
Lord something or other.
Oh, God damn it.
He's from a culture that has some weird names. His name is, in fact, something or other.
Alright, in that case, I'm just gonna walk to the speaking area, very casually.
Yeah, you were not gonna be stopped. People are gonna be like, "Huh, what's going on? Oh, what's going on?"
and I'm gonna speak up and say, so I have some bad news. I have it here, and I'm checking my communicator. It appears that there are several 100,000 battle droids entering the station as we speak, from the Trade Federation. But I do have good news, and I'm gonna draw my lightsaber and turn it on. None of you have to die if you come with me, and then I will flash the bounty hunter's badge.
I like lightsaber in one hand, like you're doing the wrist roll
Yeah.
as you hold up the badge.
Yeah, I'm gonna have my rifle pulled out and set on stun and looking around for anyone who tries to respond in a hostile manner to this.
All right. What is this? What is this?
I think this is coercion.
This is coercion. Yeah.
I think I'm coercing some people.
Your favorite skill.
You're definitely
I think this
coercing
girl.
some people.
And I will flip a lighter talk of this because it's fun.
Yeah, no, that's good. Let's see here. Because technically, so the way this works is your difficulty is going to be defined by the strongest of your enemies.
Who has the strongest mind and will?
Which of these guys has the strongest mind and will? Because we know for a fact it's not AJ. Is it Kenny Omega?
I feel like it's Gato.
It might actually be Gato. Regardless, I'm gonna settle into it is, oh my god, it's only gonna be, alright, it is 1 red, 2 purple.
I'm going to hold up the rear.
So you are going to, like, the entire room is going to be silent. The room is going to, like, alright, so at the bottom of the chamber, sort of where you're standing, there is like a transparent, like, there's like a glass sort of cutout so you can see out into space where the Trade Federation ship is. Just because I think that this is visually a cool thing.
Yeah. Do they see the thousands of?
They are seeing
trooping?
they are seeing the ship. They are seeing sort of the droid, the Trade Federation, landing craft. The big sort of the 2 wings with the box in the middle. They are seeing those sort of come out of the ship. They look at you standing there with the lightsaber and the bounty hunter badge. They seem confused. And then Gato begins dryly laughing. And he says something in Toydarian. And Jay White looks at you.
I might speak Toydarian.
I actually feel like it makes a lot of sense to Gasho speaks Toydarian of all languages.
Yeah, that does make sense.
But I'm not in the room because I'm holding up the rear.
Yeah,
That's
say,
right.
you are not close enough to be able to hear and translate this.
Damn.
However, the meaning becomes clear when Jay White picks up his pistol, points it at Navarre and says, "Alright, Jedi, try me."
Would a Jedi have a bounty hunter's line?
I would like to see if I can get a surprise round by shooting him.
You are prepared. You have prepared for this, and like this entire thing has been very sort of slow, languid, and lethargic since Gato started laughing.
Alright, so what is the difficulty to shoot him?
The difficulty is going to be, you're like, what, medium range?
Probably.
Well,
yeah.
actually, no. Are you in the room?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
would be
he's definitely in the room.
If you are in the room, that is short range.
Okay. Is it upgraded at all?
It will be upgraded once.
Okay, so it's a red. Any defense?
No defense. No. All of these people are wearing fucking Bullet Club merch. They are not wearing.
They're all wearing t-shirts.
So that is a hit.
Yeah.
That will deal. Let me pull the equipment tab open. That is going to deal 16 stun or sorry, 16 plus 2, so 18 stun damage.
And then what's your pierce?
Pierce 1. And it is going to crit at plus 20.
Oh man. You wanna know how much? You wanna know how many wounds he has?
Yeah, well, this is stun, so it would be against his strain threshold.
He actually has the same number of strain, so sadly. So I'm actually just gonna say that you drop him. Gonna give you a free success for this.
All right.
Rest in peace, Jay White.
Right after Jay White is easily defeated, I'm gonna say, right now, does anyone want to consider my proposal again?
I'm gonna use my one remaining advantage to give a boost die to that coercion check.
Yeah, this is gonna be same coercion check because you have to convince Gato.
And then next turn, Slim can shoot someone.
Yeah.
So a boost die is B, right?
B.
Blue.
Yes,
Yeah.
B for
So
blue or
red,
boost.
purple again.
No, 3 purples. You know what? Yeah, I will flip the dark side token and
We should probably
make
flip
it
a
red,
light side
purple,
again.
Purple.
Okay. Can someone flip lights out
Yep.
for me so I don't
Gotcha.
have to redo my whole thing? Yep. Whoa. It all canceled out.
Alright, so however, I'm gonna say those 2 advantages does allow for, Jack, if he'd like to set up and take a shot. To take a shot at somebody else. Jack will have to make the decision for who he shoots at, but Jack will get a shot as you sort of step forward and say, anybody else want a taste? Or however you'd say it.
So, which of them are not biting?
None
I
of
think
them
all
appear
of
to be
them?
biting.
None of them are
They
biting.
have very strong cohesion.
Let me think
Which is
about
not
the best target here. I think Jado is flying. He's probably ducking and weaving.
Gato
Gato.
is not here, but yeah, Gato is flying and ducking and weaving probably. It's probably someone like Kenny Omega, like someone.
Well, actually,
who's
no.
also, like-
Gato has dropped down, to do the Pieta
Mm.
with the downed in one shot.
So he's stationary.
He is stationary. Yes.
I aim at Gato. And I aim twice because of my ability to do so.
He's been spending XP, folks. He's been getting more
Well,
powerful.
No, I've always had
Yeah,
forearm.
he's always been
Right,
able
sir.
to aim twice.
I've always had forearm.
He's just forgotten to every other time.
Well, no, usually you have to move or stuff.
Yeah, usually you have to do some
right.
sort of like tactical move involved.
Allow me to roll. Is that 2 boost die for aiming twice?
Yes, 2 boost die for aiming twice.
Are there extras for? Was there previous boost, or was it just I get a shot? This
The
one?
previous
those-
boost was the advantage from
Yeah, the
Rogue's
previous
roll.
use was the advantage from Rogue, and then those 2 advantages are giving you a shot.
I see. Okay.
And potentially that'll create a situation where there'll be another opportunity to say, we doing this?
What was the difficulty again?
The difficulty is going to be 2, because you're
2 purple.
yeah. Oh, and then if
I'm
you are
shooting.
if you are attempting to use multiple weapons, obviously you've
Yeah.
got the.
Yeah. I'm just gonna think. I guess I'll just shoot with 2. Damn.
All right, so you've had your opportunities. You've taken some shots. And now things are gonna get interesting. Which is to say, most of the people here are not armed. Because the only people who are allowed to be armed in this room are the leaders.
I mean, you can't fight in here. This is the war room.
Exactly. So, this is an interesting conundrum.
Oh, is there a fucking armory?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
However, this sort of your combination of conversation and like distraction has had a result. It has had a result that I don't know if it was intended. And by I don't know what's intended, I mean I know it wasn't.
I hope
intended.
it's that all the droids are here. they're here and they're ready.
Yes, the droids are hitting airlocks and fucking the droids have cut this. The droids have cut this thing. Like, the droids have cut this specific, module out from the network of modules.
As in it's floating or it's losing power?
I mean, a little column A, a little column B. All of the modules technically have enough power to handle themselves for, a certain amount of time. But also, there definitely are, like, reactor modules that are keeping this entire thing running correctly. So the lights have dimmed to emergency power. And, we're in a little bit of welcome to chaos.
Okay. If we're in Welcome to Chaos, I believe we may be in grab the nearest Bullet Club leader you can find mode for everyone.
I dropped one of them already, so
Yeah,
you
one
can
of them-
grab
That's
him.
true. Jay White we can pick up on the way out.
But yeah, so... You have a problem. You are no longer connected to the module your ship is.
Yeah. Okay. This would be a great time for Genji to arrive.
It would.
Somehow Genji returned.
We could also just die.
That'd be fun. It's okay.
That's
No one dies from
always
lack
an
of,
option.
lack of oxygen in Star Wars. So what are the Bullet Club people getting ready to do? Are they just are the ones that have guns drawing guns? Are they panicking? Like,
So the ones that have guns are also trying to keep the ones who don't have guns under control.
okay, I'm gonna try one more time.
Yeah, no,
One more
you have an
time.
opportunity now.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, all right. So that's the droids cutting the power and killing everyone else. So I want to be really clear. This is the last chance before we decide it's easier to move your bodies to the ship. And I will roll again.
I'm not gonna flip a token for this one.
I am. So same difficulty as before, I imagine.
3 purple.
The old two threat and a
Interesting.
triumph.
Alright, so... that reaction has got a response, but not a response that you were expecting. The tired-looking Onderonian noble, he's drawn a pistol that he's had, and he is now just shooting to kill, I'm gonna say indiscriminately, into the Bullet Club members who are, not taking to your words well, and not sort of, they are panicking.
Okay. Honestly, good for him. He can do what he wants. Alright. If that's gonna be how it goes down, I am gonna grab Gato. I've decided.
You know the
I
real
think
power
Gato.
throne is.
Yeah, I feel like Gato. First off, he's the smallest. As well, except for the Ewok. But the Ewok, I assume, is scrappy. So.
The Ewok is wearing a shirt that says breaking necks and cashing checks.
Yeah, don't like the vibes of that.
So yeah. And the good news is, Gato is still cradling Jay White.
Very foolish of him. Everyone knows never show your weakness of caring about someone else. Cool. So we just say it's trivial for me to just grab Gato like by the scruff of the neck like he's a cat, for example.
Yeah, you can go swing up and grab Gato. There is of course also the stunned Jay White.
Yeah, I'm gonna shout out. Someone come grab this idiot too. So that's
I
open
will-
to anyone who would like to grab.
Come over and grab Jay White.
Do we need to
Hopefully
get the
not getting shot
Onderonian
by the random
noble?
blaster fire on.
I don't think we do need to get the Andrade Noble. I think it was very specifically. It was just that was some info they had.
Well, they had an Onderonian noble who was backing them because his daughter had been kidnapped. I don't know if this
Yeah, I
is the same
believe
guy.
that is him, but it does not say anything on the bounty posting about bringing him
Okay.
back. So
In character, I probably forgot about this also.
yeah, that's true.
Any other club members that we can kill? We can down or grab right now.
I mean, yeah. There's of course the from the there's there's the elite.
The elite.
The elite. Oh, we're not doing a thing. All right.
I don't know who that is.
But yeah. So basically, the only ones that you have captured are the Camino and the Toydarian, Jay White and Gato.
Mm-hmm.
Who their crew has, following Jay White go down, has started essentially they have panicked.
Okay. Well, I mean, I was thinking I would go grab Jay White, put him into a headlock, also an arm lock, also another arm lock.
Jenna already has.
Yeah, so it's unnecessary at this point. So okay.
But some of the other like one of the so the Thalothian is unarmed, or at least appears unarmed, and then there is also obviously there's also a Chiss, and then there are also a bunch of Bullet Club members who are unarmed, who I guess we could generate
Can I just run up to them with like all my guns pointed at them and just like yell at them?
Yeah. In fact,
Yell at them
you
to
know
come
what?
into custody. Yeah.
You can get Juice Robinson and Kenta.
Yeah.
to follow you into custody just by being armed when they aren't.
I will do it. I will do that. And I will constantly like crisscross my arms to point different guns at the two of them. Just to spice things up.
Alright. And, yeah, so Kazhov.
Yeah.
You are in the module, but you are not in the room.
I'm holding up the rear.
So you were able to see a, like a plasma cutter cut open the airlock as just like these very spindly battle droids march in.
Cool.
Oh, they're not normal battle droids?
I mean, B1 battle droids are pretty spindly, I'd say.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So only Kazhov sees that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm holding up the rear.
Cool. In any case, I was just gonna take what we could get and leave, because there's too many guys to capture all of them. We don't have enough space anyway.
We have 4 out of... How many are there?
There's like 4 of like 12.
Yeah,
And
okay.
we have 1 sitting in our ship, and we have 2 here. Where's the?
No, we have
fourth?
2 ships in our ship.
You have
Okay.
3 sitting here.
No, we have 4
You
here.
have 2, you have 2.
Oh yeah, because Slim's grabbing multiple of his multiple arms.
Okay, 5 out of 12. That's not bad.
Yeah. They said just the leader, so I believe this little freak is the leader.
Gato? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, this is gonna be enough that when they interrogate them, they're gonna find out. Wait, there are how many leaders? There are how many subunits?
There's a decentralized hierarchy? That can't be right.
What the fuck is a house?
Yeah,
of
they do not
torture?
understand. They do not understand pirate culture, evidently. Yeah, I'm good to get out of here. If any droids approach me, I'm gonna just flash my badge at them.
Don't they know that you're supposed to hire someone who hires someone else to do something, and then hires a worm to do it for you?
That's pretty true.
That's true, yeah. And you are that worm.
Yeah, I am the worm.
I was gonna say, like, when I said you, I meant the party.
I would describe Kazhov as a worm.
But yeah, so you are able to make contact with the droids when you arrive. The droids do just kind of let you go. They've got a ship that takes you to the deck of the Lucre Hulk, where your ship can land, and you can take your bounties onto the ship.
Yeah, I'm sure we can get Cobb to like come fly it up here.
Yeah, and you guys now, and like you control the airspace. Is
Yeah,
I
it's like
think
being
the
American.
important thing to take away from this.
Cool.
And then yeah, you're able to get your set of bounties and be on your way.
It's just that easy, folks.
Plus an extra for having fifth columned the
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we did do that shit.
these
Yeah,
guys.
and I also pocket $1,000.
Yeah, so you got paid twice for this job, which is
That's stonks, baby.
always a good thing as a bounty hunter mercenary. As a bounty hunter mercenary type. So yeah.
Alright, where do you get Death 6 in this station?
The station's in a kind of we're gonna call it a problematic experience.
All the vending machines are out.
Once the
Prices are erratic, that's the best time to buy.
once the shooting started, The regulars on the station fled from it like rats off a sinking ship.
Cowards.
But yeah, so
The call of business never stops.
if you're gonna want to try and loot any of those things, you're going to convince Cobb to do it, to travel there.
Yeah.
You have to roll to convince Cobb. He's kind of a prickly guy sometimes.
Yeah, Cobb just, unless Ganja appears, Cobb just wants to go and get done with this.
Okay. Who's got the best negotiation? Gotta negotiate with this guy.
Get
Well,
offered.
it's not me.
I have no real debate skills.
I don't
Why
even
are we
buy
debating
anything
Cobb?
yet. I think it's we have to convince Cobb because he's being crazy.
Yeah, Cobb's not here. Cobb wants to get out of this system.
Oh well, if he comes here and picks up the bounties, we can get out of the system.
Well, no. Cobb's coming to pick you
No,
up.
this is for extra loot. This is for loot.
But you want to loot the Junkfort.
Oh, let me be clear. I'm also anti-looting this. There's literally a war going on it.
Yeah, but we have a contract.
Specifically, there's a gang war going on it.
Yeah, but we're doing our contract.
The biggest gangs of all.
That's why we don't need to loot. Like we just owned a bunch of guys that need to loot, you know.
All right.
So everyone talked down from attempting to loot the station.
I've been talked down. I don't have the stats to back it up, so.
So you've decided discretion is the better part of valor.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so you travel. You can travel to the Republic Prison Processing Center where you get paid, and the hut comes through.
Yeah.
As your
I always like them huts. They're always good for it.
Always reliable. You did not tell the hut my name, right?
No.
Thank you.
As always, I only ever give my name.
That's beautiful, just like I taught you.
But yeah, so we got a bit of extra time before we hit 3 hours. So if anybody's got anything they'd like to come up, like if you've got anything you'd like to pursue, unrelated to the traditional format of this game.
I'm gonna go into the Bounty Hunter archives.
Okay. I honestly, I had a thing, but I just want to hear about Slim's journey into the Bounty Hunter archives.
Yeah, so you're at the Bounty Hunting Guild, not HQ, but like you were at the Bounty Hunting Guild's like main.
I go to the main bounty hunting administrative offices, and I talk to the desk staff. You know, everybody who works there is a former bounty hunter. This is like the what's the word? It's like this is the retirement fund, right? For anyone who's like lost like both their arms, can't afford like a robot arm or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And I go into the archives, and it's next to the shooting gallery, so it's very, very hard. I put in my earplugs to read.
Yeah.
And I want to do a search for all Trandoshans who have been, working on Duxon. I want to look for like records regarding that.
Are you looking for bounty hunters on Duxon, or are you looking for bounties on Duxon?
You know what? Let me check if there's ever a bounty for Blear. But otherwise, yeah, just bounties on Duxon of Trandoshans. Or relating to Trandoshans.
So
I was gonna start out with saying, can I get a search for all the Trandoshans enslaving Wookiees? It's probably like every Trandoshan. So
Yeah,
100%.
Oh, you'd be here for a while.
a list of every Trandoshan is enslaved a Wookiee. All right, so you pull up a
But don't
Wikipedia
keep
page that
books
says
on them.
you pull up a Wikipedia page that says every prominent Trandoshan in history.
Because they literally
Like, damn.
to become a man in Trandoshan's like you have to enslave a Wookiee.
To become an adult in Trandoshan society, you must enslave a Wookiee. Alright, so let me look some stuff up. Alright, so Duxon's interesting because Duxon does not have a permanent population.
yeah.
So when people find themselves around Duxon, it tends to be sort of fairly random.
Okay.
However, there have been several bounty hunts that have taken bounty hunters to Trandosh. Have taken bounty hunters to Duxon. Including the legendary the legendary head of the Bounty Hunters Guild, Kradosk, who is Trandoshan.
Oh, okay. And I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, they're Trandoshan bounty hunters? What the heck? I'm not a bounty hunter.
Yeah, you are not. But yes.
It's like a library card. You can let a friend into the archives if you
Yeah.
know.
Oh no, I assume Navarre is there with me,
Yeah, I'm chilling.
sleeping
I'm-
on
I'm-
the hollow decks.
Yeah. They're warm, so they're very comfy.
I can't see the hologram properly.
I was
because
going to say I was
Navarre's
off
sleeping
doing
in it.
degenerate gambling.
Yeah, that's easily findable on the Trandoshan, or not the what's it called?
The
On the bounty hunting planet, yeah. There's all the vices are there. Just they all go back to the guild too.
So it is called Salactory Anchorage, which is a
Is that the one in the Mandalorian?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
Because this is a legend. This is a Legends article. It's in a book that I read.
Sure. It's probably not the HQ in the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Anyways, what are the results for my thing?
So
Do I find anything?
there have been bounties that have taken people there. So the prior to a mission that is classified by the Bounty Hunting Guild Council, the actual various members of the Rimwatch, including the general who is responsible partially for all of this, had bounties, including there was of course a bounty on Blear for being part of an organization defined as a terrorist organization at the time.
Some sort of East Kashyyyk movement.
But the end result is that there have been a handful of bounty hunters including Kradosk's son, Bosk, who have hunted for bounties matching up with the timeline your archaeological expeditions have found.
Uh-huh. So I will put that down. Kradosk. Talk to him? Question mark. Can I search him up on this Wikipedia?
Yes. So he is pretty. He's got a very long and lovingly edited file on this database.
I'm sure it's a Trandoshan nationalist page.
Well, and less Trandoshan nationalist and more like he is considered an inspiration to bounty hunting in the galaxy. He is the
Does he have his own TV show?
Yes. Yeah, he has very recently started
Which, according to the article, is the highest rated show on television.
he is Lizard the Bounty Hunter.
I searched up Lizard the Bounty Hunter Bliar Duxon episode on Space Google.
Nothing of the sort exists.
Damn. Okay.
So the Lizard the Bounty Hunter was like a trial run like 2 years ago. To get the Bounty Hunters Guild some good press. But Kradosk is just kind of boring. Is the secret, because he's a very serious, honorable bounty hunter, and that's kind of his thing.
Oh, okay. It's very procedural. I understand. Well, in that case, I will probably try and get a interview with them or something. I'll phone his office, send an email, be like, "Hey, gotta."
No.
Chat.
He is currently the he's the head of the Bounty Hunting Guild Council, which decides sort of what the Bounty Hunting Guild accepts in terms of contracts.
Okay.
Yeah, he's willing to meet with you, Navarre, Bounty Hunting Guild license 035. Etc. etc.
Okay. Well, that sounds good. I don't want to do this right at this moment, so
Yeah.
so let's go
We
to.
could set it up for a later date, and it'll be funny.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's not just free right now.
Yeah, he is not just free right now. So at some point in the future, using Navarre's credentials, next time we have an opportunity.
What is our progress on getting a license? For everybody else.
That's your own personal journey. It's
Okay.
one for one. So
I've done no work into getting the license.
I mean, getting the license includes just paying. You're given a booklet. I don't know. Navarre, what did you do with your copy of the Bounty Hunter's Creed, which is like a Das Kapital thick book that lays out?
oh, it's on the ship somewhere. It's in the box I have the lease paperwork and stuff in, the registration and everything.
I think I'm collecting stamps in the little stamp thingy that the bounty hunter have.
This is your induction. Is all these missions.
No, I'm sure it's weird magazine tailings. you get collect 7, and like you can like enter the raffle and shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna post the bounty hunting guild version of the Live Laugh Love poster.
Tell me when it's posted.
It's posted.
Oh my god.
I can't believe that's a real thing.
No
funny.
This stuff
bounty
is so
worth
stupid.
dying.
No bounty is worth dying for. It's like what?
Well, it's meant to be an affirmation that if a bounty seems too dangerous, just stop.
That's never stopped us before.
Yeah, no, this
We
is why
ignored that one.
This is why my joke is, what did Navarre do with the book that he was supposed to read?
No, he read the book. He took like all the useful advice about like very specific situations and like put that in the brain and like dropped all the philosophical stuff. Like just none of it.
Well, the sort of context for everything that we do is like we're capturing guys who are late on like their fucking car repayments all the time, and then like every so often we get into like a fucking like pirate civil war, and we're just like, weird. At least that's my character.
That's definitely the energy. Yeah.
Yeah, the energy.
I am showing up to people who have been like served, and I'm waving my lightsaber around like, "You motherfuckers, you got a card to hit."
I mean, this is why I'm always so passive. You know, I'm just like, until it goes horrifically wrong, I'm just like, this is a normal day at the office. You know?
This is a normal day at the office.
This is also the pod racing mindset. You know,
Yeah.
Normal day at the office until like, oh, okay, I guess the pilot was bisected by a lizard mutant explosion.
Well, we can do that's how
That's
it goes.
pod racing.
But that is a normal day at the office.
How's your gambling going?
Yeah.
Going well.
I'm just having fun.
Is it going well?
You just having fun gambling?
Well, you see, I use horsepower to cheat.
That is true.
On sports betting? How can you use the force to do that?
You get the vibes.
The
I just predict the future and then bet on the correct outcome.
It's not.
The force does the
Okay.
force. So the force does say like if you're about to like bet on somebody who's like gonna lose, say no, don't do that. No.
Really? Okay, that's cool. Cool of the force.
Well, look, that's look. Sometimes the force just likes to be heard.
All right, so Verdon's offering no storyline. Let me think.
Navarre or Jenna.
Okay, so I would like to dissociate and just do whatever the lightsaber wants for a while.
All right. In that case, you know what? If you're
I say we do this while we're at like the bar. You know, we're having some.
Yeah,
You just wander
course.
away.
this happens all the time. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like these are like the post successful mission drinks, and I'm just like, I'm gonna dissociate.
Actually need to leave early in a minute or two.
all right.
I'm just on
Okay.
my grind set.
I tell like you know, whoever's at the bar like, oh, come with me. This will be a hoot, and I follow Navarre.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Navarre,
Yes.
the lightsabers felt different. Since Kajov revealed that they could use the lightsaber proficiently, and may
Yeah,
have
'cause of
become
the
a different
balls.
person.
Mm-hmm.
You heard about like there's this species of horse-headed people who have like a multiple personality disorder as like an actual like thing, and you're pretty sure that they're not one of them because they're supposed to be really tall, and as has been established,
Oh, you mean like BoJack Horseman's?
yes. I will pull I will pull what a Fackwash looks like.
Sorry, what was that?
Yeah. So there's a species you heard about. They have a weird brain thing. That means that they have like when they develop skills, they develop them as like alternate personalities.
Mm-hmm.
But you're pretty sure that Kajov isn't one of them because, from what you know, they're really tall, and Kajov is Kajov-sized.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Looks like a boffin.
You are a boffin. Okay. So these guys, they got the headmates, you know?
Yeah, the headmates that are also that like specialize in various skills.
Pretty pog. So that's what the lightsaber's thinking about right now? Thinking about them headmates?
Specifically, the lightsaber feels different.
Hmm.
The lightsaber would like to test you. Because as of right now, the lightsaber has been very cool with just, man, whatever comes, comes. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. Except now the lightsaber is giving you, a series of motions to go through.
Okay.
Blade positions. I assume that none of you have done any sword fighting training.
No.
Nope.
I'm also both saying in real life and in character.
Yes.
I never did sword training. The one time I was gonna go to a fencing class because of a hot girl, I decided not to in the end.
Alright. Because the it's meant to feel similar to the very sort of the very beginnings of sword fighting training, where you are sort of being given the how to move with the weapon and how to move the weapon from one area to another.
Oh, I see.
And sort of how to smooth that out.
Alright, I will definitely do that in the corner of this bar. I don't give a fuck. Not ashamed.
You were not told to light the lightsaber, but do you? I presume you do.
Yeah, I'm dissociating. Like, what else can do?
So yeah, congratulations. You are slowly going through very slow speed lightsaber fight, lightsaber sort of fundamental motions. That's happening now that that's happening now when you dissociate with the lightsaber. Is the lightsaber just goes, hey, let's do this. Rather than normally with lightsabers like, just go contemplate the lightsaber or go to a place and beat somebody to death. Whichever works.
Okay, so it's instructing for the first time, which is probably worrying. But hey, I'm into it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm dissociating around the bar. I'm doing the stances. It probably looks very, very funny to Jack.
You're doing the stances with the main character.
Mm-hmm. The main character, whoever's lightsaber this is.
Yeah. The main character, I'm actually pretty sure the character sheet I gave Verdant is actually Zack Sabre Sr.
Lamau.
Was the joke.
Zack Sabre Senior.
But yeah, so that is what you're doing. Jack, how are you responding to this? Because this is not normal behavior.
So he's cutting through a wall with a lightsaber?
No.
What was
I mean,
doing?
he could be.
I mean, he's like, he's nicking the wall slightly at like certain stances, but he's more like in the corner, facing outward, and sort of like blankly staring as his body sort of goes from sort of like space to space, pose to pose, I guess you'd say.
I mean, that sounds hilarious. It's like, it's... I'd probably be staring and laughing.
Yeah.
You're gonna be filming this to put on space TikTok?
Why not?
Oh, also,
Someone is. Somebody
Kazhov.
is.
Mm-hmm.
You get a free rank in athletics.
Oh, cool.
Why?
It's because I'm being forced to go to the gym against my will during sleep.
Oh, that's true.
So yeah.
Dude, I like being a hobbit around this fucking one ring that the lightsaber is.
It's fun, right? I'm
Mm.
so glad I did this character rather than any other.
God. Also, I think my favorite thing about that is that I have to balance two separate, semi-malevolent entities. Sorry, they're not even actually malevolent entities. Just two separate entities, each of which has their own designs on, A. Kazhov.
It was very fun when you handed me the lightsaber because it means that they're also both in me as well.
It's fun. It's a very good. Oh, that's interesting.
Because the
I feel like my mental state should be deteriorating.
Oh yeah, you are losing sand. The lightsaber is unrelated to the vampire dreams.
Oh, I was aware of that.
You know, I'm
I'm aware of. I know what the vampire dreams are.
I'm saying that out loud because it feels like they're connected, but they are in no way connected.
We've just randomly stumbled across two different Sith Lords.
Oops.
Despite the fact that there should only actually ever be two at any given time, but you know.
That's only been true for like less than 1,000 years.
Yeah, so basically not.
And even then, it wasn't true then either.
Rules are meant to be broken.
But yeah, so... Yeah. I mean, that's this week's session. That's definitely this week's session.
Cool.
We got various stuff happening. You have successfully captured Jay White, and you've successfully captured Jay White, Gato, Juice Robinson, Kenta, and the Machine Gun Carl Anderson, and Taiji
And, like-
Ishimori, from the Bullet Club.
And the original Bone Soldier.
The original Bone Soldier got eviscerated.
Oh.
And like any good Star Wars property, there's already a healthy amount of grooming going on.
Good. You heard it as an adult.
Yeah, I don't think anybody involved with this. But yes, so let's so everybody here can make next week.
Mhm.
Alright. So 71 is a number.
Big if true.
Big and
I don't believe you.
71. Oh! Oh my! You know what 71 is?
What is 71?
The lease.
Oh no. Comic's gonna blow up the can.
Maybe. I got a couple ideas for how to incorporate the lease. But yeah, next time you'll have a new the cane will be involved in the next one.
Somehow the can returned.
Yeah.
Cool.